Sacramento residents are pushing for a new ballot measure this November that would add a half a cent to the city's sales tax, all in the name of safer streets. Fox 40's Cedric Hood has more on what that money would do and who's behind the push.
Yeah, well, this is called the Safe Streets and Affordable Transit Measure. Supporters we spoke with say without it, the city can't afford to fix its deadliest streets. The numbers are hard to ignore. Last year, at least 32 people died in Sacramento traffic crashes. 22 of them were pedestrians or cyclists. That's according to a citizens group called Safe Sac PAC that is trying to do something about it. They filed a ballot measure that would add a half-cent sales tax within city limits, raising an estimated $70 million a year for road safety and public transit. The measure is called the Safe Streets and Affordable Transit Measure, and the tax would apply to everyday purchases like hot foods, alcohol, clothing, and dining out. Sam Rice is one of the co-chairs behind the effort. He says the cost to residents is minimal.
If someone said that for every $100 you spend, 50 cents would go towards making the streets safe and making sure that there weren't, accidents or that cyclists or pedestrians didn't get into collision with cars, I think everyone would say yes. That's a worthwhile expense.
Rice says the problem isn't knowing where danger spots are, it's having the money to fix them.
But the problem comes back to not having sufficient funding to address the concerns. We've invested in more quick build technology, in cheaper but more effective strategies to deal with issues relating to transportation and pedestrian safety, but there's simply not enough to scale up and to really solve those problems.
Under the proposal, nearly half the revenue would go to street maintenance and safety, including sidewalks, crosswalks, and bike infrastructure. The other half would fund transit operations and expanded service.
A lot of them in North Sacramento and South Sacramento lack sufficient sidewalks, lack crosswalks or visibility. So it's really important that we're also investing in those communities with this measure, and we really feel like it accomplishes that.
Sacramento City Council made a Vision Zero pledge back in 2017, a goal to eliminate all traffic deaths and severe injuries by 2027. But Rice says without a dedicated funding source, that goal is out of reach.
We know where the high injury networks are. We know where accidents happen and why they happen. We really just want to provide those people with sufficient funding to really scale up and to solve those problems and really get to that goal of Vision Zero.
And that was Fox 40's Cedric Hood reporting for us here at 6 o'clock. To get on that November ballot, organizers need to collect about 30,000 voter signatures by mid-June. If you'd like to learn more about how you can get involved in that, Safe Sac PAC is hosting a kickoff event this weekend on Sunday. That's going to be at 1 o'clock at the new Helvetia Brewing Company on Broadway.